Alright, last time we played, the party rescued the survivors from the temple, found the missing girl Fina hiding in the Temple of Titania. You found on the leader of the cult 200 gold coins minted in Waterdeep, a scroll with infernal writing on it, and you started an interrogation on Philip, the surviving cultist. You made an agreement with him that he would tell you what he knows and answer questions as long as you killed him afterwards. But then Harvick kind of tried to persuade him into trying to undergo an atonement spell to become good again. And Philip seemed to be considering it, as Harvick and Icy pointed out that the power he was seeking had been easily thwarted by the do-gooders of the party. You also discussed with the elves about possibly making some kind of deal to protect the town from outsiders, while maybe providing either the Church of Tyr or the Emerald Enclave with fruit or something like that. Something that they are thinking about now. I think that's about all.
I've got that we also have a book in Elvish.
Yeah, you read a book about where elves originally came from.
Right.
Unlike dwarves, where we know where they came from.
Actually, dwarves and elves are both from outside of this world originally.
Yeah,
Elves and dwarves are aliens.
that explains it.
Human druids.
Some of the humans are
Can
also...
they be aliens if they can interbreed?
I don't know.
Maybe they have a common ancestry a long time back.
I think it's magical messing around with the gods. But elves, I don't think elves can interbreed with dwarves. So maybe it's something about the humans.
Now it's just nobody want to have sex with a dwarf.
Well, that's for you guys to decide on your own. But yeah. So last we left off, we were in the middle of being interrogating Philip. So you had asked a couple questions, but you hadn't finished asking questions.
Right. Just continue interrogating then?
Yeah, if you want to, unless you're done.
Okay, what do you know about the Festival of Blood?
He explains to you that the Festival of Blood is a ritual where basically there's a alignment within the different planes of existence, and that on day 45 of the summer, that it's a good time to offer sacrifices to the devils of the Nine Hills, and that doing this ritual, whereas usually when you make a sacrifice, you're by killing innocent people or something, you're corrupting your own soul to be damned to hell. If you do this right, this ritual, the Festival of Blood, that you would be able to also damn the souls of the innocent, so that they would also be sent to hell and become devils.
Okay, now we have a kid here who seems to have problems, traumatic or something like that. Can you do you know anything about that?
Well, she has undergone the beginnings of the preparation to have her be a sacrifice. It is a very, let's say, stressful endeavor.
So there's something we have to go down and get or do in order to bring her back to her normal or as close to normal as we can get her to be.
Um, I'm not sure if there's anything that you can do, but yeah. So from what he describes, it doesn't seem like she's under a spell or anything.
Okay.
He just tells you about some. He describes the you know, nasty things that they do to people to basically break their will and break their minds and turn them into, like, you know, emotionless husks, which is
Okay.
nothing magical, just torture and nasty stuff that people can just do to people.
Okay. See, we've already asked you about the ATC. I think that's okay. Now, so you're now if we in order for me, you're still thinking about being abjured, right?
The atonement.
Yeah.
So yeah, he says if you can prove to be powerful enough to turn me into a so-called good soul once again, I'll be willing to let you attempt it. But I'm very skeptical that you're that powerful.
Okay, you have to be willing.
So he says he's willing to let you try. Um, so
Oh,
also just so you know, the for this that spell, um, let me pull it up
I'll have to sleep on it. Well, I'll have to go through a long rest and
for ceremony, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have it prepared at the moment.
Right.
So just so
So
you know,
he's
okay, yeah, in the atonement option of ceremony, it says you
yeah.
touch one willing creature whose alignment has changed, and you make a DC 20 Wisdom check. On a successful check, you restore the target to its original alignment. So what that means is you will roll and add your insight or wisdom, which is -1 for Harbeck, and
Okay.
you have to roll over. You have to get a number higher than 20. So that's impossible right now. I didn't really notice that until I just saw that you had a -1.
Well, I would just point out to Philip that again how if he wants power, he ought to be going for good. I mean, we just had no trouble at all. We've shown up. We had fewer members of our party. Like I said, the dog didn't even get hurt. We had no. These guys aren't powerful. They're a joke. Why would
And
you
so
want to
he
align?
says he
Why would you
says
want to align yourself with chumps?
He says, there are devils much more powerful than the one that you slain.
And there's people of the side of good that are way more powerful than us. We're nobody special in that sense.
Well, I have made my commitment. If your
What?
paladin is powerful enough to break it,
He,
then
he needs to
I'd
do
be
a little
willing
bit
to
of.
let him try it.
He's he'll be able to do it, but it's going to take him a while.
Well,
What
I
does
don't want to
capital
spend
D,
a while.
capital C?
It's an acronym for difficulty class.
Okay.
So this spell has a difficulty class of 20. Which means it's very difficult to do.
Okay.
Now, I guess we need to get the villagers back here.
Everybody's there.
All the villagers already came back from the cave.
Yes?
Yeah.
You had
Oh,
dinner
I
with them.
forgot that.
Yep.
Okay.
Everyone's saying.
I forgot. It's been a week. Should we
You
ask?
still want us to?
Should we ask the villagers what they want us to do with this guy? They might not want him.
We haven't got a choice.
We might
We
not
promised
want.
we'd take.
They might not want him killed here. They
That's
might
too
want us to
bad. We
take him.
promised we'd kill him. We promised we would kill him immediately afterwards if he
You don't have to
answered
kill him
all our
in the
questions.
village, dope. You can take him somewhere else to kill him. They might not want him killed here.
I would think they'd be happy to have him killed, but you can ask them if you want.
Yeah.
So you
I'd
guys
like
are
to-
interrogating him in the
One of the
he's-
huts.
Well, I think you had him in the temple actually.
Yeah.
He was tied up there and sitting there since you had dragged him over there earlier. So that's where you guys are standing. The villagers are out in the courtyard doing things.
Okay. I'm gonna go out and ask them all to come over and listen for a minute. Anybody want to join me for that?
Okay, there's a good number of them come over. You got a little crowd to say
Okay.
yes.
I
What's
just
wrong?
explained to them what's going on. That this guy has a pact with the devil. He wants to die, and that Harbeck has agreed to kill him. But I didn't want to just do it without their input. Do they want his filthy souls let loose in their village, or do we need to take him elsewhere?
They say that they're like, we've seen enough bloodshed. We'd rather keep that out of the village. It would be preferable if you took him away slightly. I don't know what kind of place would be good for that, but yeah, we're not interested in
And
partaking.
on the other side of the bridge,
Everyone's nodding in agreement that they are not bloodthirsty people. They're not interested in seeing this guy die.
well, and I'm gonna go back and tell Harbeck, says, look, they've seen enough horror. Says, you're the one that agreed to kill him, so you want to kill him, go take him across the bridge and have your way with him.
Hard. I want to make sure that this fellow's dead and gone.
Okay, so I'll tell Philip that I have to honor my promise, unless he can either go on parole right now and wait and see if we can find someone or I find some way to change his alignment, or I can take him across the bridge and kill him. It's
He
his
says,
pit.
if you want to try your spell now, you can go ahead. If not, then kill me. I'm not
You said
interested in
just
waiting around.
okay. Well, take him to the thing and kill him then.
Alright, so are you gonna stand him up and walk him across the bridge, or what? How are you gonna do it?
Yeah, I will release him and say, let's go across the bridge. And once he's across the bridge, I will cut his throat.
Alright, so you start walking in that direction. He doesn't attempt to run away or anything. And once you've gotten out of earshot, out of sight of the village, he kneels down on the ground, and you're able to execute him.
Okay.
And
Does his body disintegrate into dust?
no, he just falls down dead. The same as the other cultists. Did Icy go along to
Tiara did.
witness?
Yeah.
And Arukus, how about you?
Nah, stayed in the village.
Okay. So yeah, you see it, him just fall down like a normal corpse. And I'm assuming you will return to the village?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are back together again.
And
I
then
guess
go
so.
looking in the bottom of the temple.
What are we looking at the bottom of the temple for?
There's doors down there we hadn't opened. We didn't finish inspecting
Okay.
what's down there. We're trying to find out what's happening here.
If you want to explore, okay, but I'm not sure what don't we want to go back? I mean, we have fairly good evidence that the ATC is involved here.
I think it'd be a big mistake to leave the bottom of this place unexplored.
What are we looking for?
It's a ancient temple. We might find anything, and here we could find information or some sort of help to restore the young girl that's mind's been scrambled.
Yeah, we just found out it's just normal, no magic.
Well, still might find something that's helpful for that.
You wanna? I'm willing.
How about you, Icy?
Yep. In the morning, we'll do some more exploration, and then we'll head back to Neverwinter. And are we going to have we eaten with the villagers and asked them if they have any information for us?
Or any requests?
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Well,
yeah, I'm not sure. I can't remember last session if you guys took the long rest and then did the interrogation in the morning. But we'll just say
Actually, I'm looking at my notes. Okay, we have to have already had our long rest because I didn't have the ability to do. I'd run out of spells. There's no way I could have done the zone of.
yeah. Looking at your sheet, you have one spell slot used.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
it looks like you
yeah.
might have
So
done the long rest.
Okay.
yeah, we had a long rest. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. If we were interrogating him in the morning.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Okay. Yeah, I think you're right too. Let's go down to the elven section of the bottom of the
Okay,
temple.
let me say, as you guys are discussing your plans in the courtyard area, there's the elf, I believe it was it Adrin or Rokus Wisteria? One of them was gonna be your witness.
It was the I think it was the kid's father.
The one who you rescued?
Yeah, I believe that's who said that. I think that's who volunteered.
Okay. That would be Ivelios. Okay, well, anyway, I'll just say I'm not sure if it's the same one, but I'll say Ivelios, the father, who you rescued his daughter. He's there listening to you guys. Um, he says, yeah, I've been talking with Rokus and Adrin, and yeah, originally we didn't want to disturb the Temple to Titania down there, but now that it has been disturbed and we've had all these things happen, you guys have mentioned you're suspicious of the ATC being involved. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Well, there's got to be some reason they want to buy this land from us or take it over. So, uh, yeah, I can come with you guys if you want, but I think it's good if we investigate to figure out if there's something about these temples that they're looking for.
Yeah,
Agree.
that sounds good. Let's go.
It could just be they want this. I mean, the tree grows, extraordinarily well here. They might be interested in that, but it could be something about the temples. Not sure.
Okay, now can I do a history check or something like that on when we were in there? The floor tiles of that were made out of what looked. The picture you sent to me looked like opalized petrified wood. Can I do a history check on if that's something people would find useful in one way or another, or important?
Okay.
Pressure.
You can do a history check to see if you've heard of this kind of material.
Natural 20, 24.
Okay.
Shoot.
So
Okay.
you're sure that no, you've never heard of this type of material being used in any kind of construction. You've never heard of a super uh like dense glowing petrified wood being used before. You're definitely sure that this is some very strange material. But you, from walking on it, you could tell that it was extremely, um, like dense and hard.
Okay.
Is there any of this material that has been dislodged from the floor?
You can check while you go down there,
Okay,
and
let's do it.
remember, Icy and Rokus, you guys are the nature experts. So if you want to analyze anything like that,
Yeah.
you're the ones to do it. Rokus knows. I mean, Harbeck knows history and religious things. You guys, you know, keep in mind what you are proficient in. Looking at Icy's sheet, she's actually proficient in history also. So she has done some studying.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just see if this has special powers or.
So just real quick, let's see. Icy is proficient in history, insight, medicine, and nature. So she knows about history, yeah, a bit, and she knows about medicine, how to heal wounds and things. She knows nature well, and insight, which is, telling if people are lying and things like that. She's got +7 for insight. Ruckus has survival, stealth, perception, nature, insight, athletics. Harbeck has athletics, history, persuasion, and religion. So those are your strong suits.
Yeah.
All right, so at this point, you're still up in the top floor. What do you want to do? Are you ready to head down now? It's officially day 41 in the morning. You have
Okay, now,
three of the elf villagers, the 3 men, are interested in coming down with you.
Okay.
and now, have we searched this level entirely?
No.
The
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 upper.
very top level, you did actually.
Okay.
You didn't go through all the bodies. I don't think.
Search all the
Um,
bodies and drag them out.
let's see. You got my email, didn't you, Ian? About what I?
Yeah, I did.
Cause
The stuff
okay,
you wrote was correct,
okay,
And the
except
villagers
yeah.
can take the bodies out after
I'm gonna say that they've
well,
already done that.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
they've taken them off,
and
and
did they find
they're
anything on the body?
preparing to have them burned later.
Okay, have they found anything on the bodies?
No. So yeah, they just had ropes and they had
Okay,
their weapons. That's all.
Okay.
So yeah, and
And
you've explored the temple till Sylvanas also,
right.
and yeah. So we'll say all the cultist bodies have been removed from the temple at this point.
now,
Okay.
and we've looked for secret doors and stuff.
No, you haven't done that.
I like to do that.
Okay, in the temple till Sylvanas.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead and roll a um perception check.
Okay, I got a 19.
Okay, you do not find anything. You feel that you've thoroughly searched it, but you don't see any. Um, you also see that the walls and stuff are in really bad disrepair. Like a lot of it has caved in, and there's like
Okay.
a lot of it's just dirt walls, and uh, it doesn't look like it was a complicated structure in the first place.
Okay, and then to the next level down.
Yeah, to get to the Temple of Titania, you have to go down a hatch with a ladder.
Yeah,
So you guys get ready to head down there.
sure.
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, so you go down the ladder into the room that Harbeck thinks was an observatory, kind of a lookout room, and it
And
has the door with seemingly a very large fairy woman surrounded by little fairies, and the floor is these hexagons of uh this glowing petrified wood.
Okay.
okay,
And
can I pry one of these tiles up?
Okay, try to do an athletics check. What are you
Okay,
gonna
wait a
use
minute.
to pry it?
Um, look, I'll use the great axe that I have. I'll wedge that in and then use it as a crowbar.
All right.
We have a I have a crowbar
Oh, okay. I'll use the
in my
crowbar then.
equipment. I
Yeah,
have
that
one.
sounds better.
That's even better.
Okay, it's you don't find like a really good place to wedge it in, but you got it on the corner of one of the places. So you're gonna try to force it in and pry
Yeah,
it out.
and pry one up.
So this check is not only for prying it, but for forcing it in between the tiles. So go ahead and roll.
Okay, what am
I'm gonna
I?
tell you. I'll tell you ahead of time. It's extremely difficult. So it's gonna be a DC 20 check. You have to get over a 20.
Okay.
Rolling with athletics, you have +8.
Gotcha. 16 plus 8, 24.
All right, you are able to do it. You stick it in there. You manage to force it down between and pry up the tile. And as you pry it out, it stops glowing.
And if I inspect the indentation where it was,
It's got kind of a it kind of looks like a beehive under there. It's got a bunch of little smaller hexagons, basically.
Why don't you try putting it back and see if it'll go glowing again?
okay.
You put it back in and it kind of like it doesn't glow. It glows like not as strong as before, but it glows a little bit.
Interesting.
Maybe we should take it out and scoop up a little bit of the dirt, the hexagon dirt or substance that's underneath.
Okay, the stuff underneath it kind of looks like kind of like concrete.
Man. Let's go see what's happening in these other rooms.
Like a nature
You wanna
check to see if I know anything about it.
The tile.
Yeah, well, the tile and the substance underneath.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I rolled a 7.
7. Okay,
And
and
I
your
don't have
nature's +3.
My sheet, no.
Yeah, I'll look it for you today. So
I
your
have
nature's +3, so that's 10.
A total of 10.
Yeah, you can't really see. You can't tell anything. It's very strange to you. As far as you can see, it's just like it looks like petrified wood, but it's
Look.
yeah, it's very well, okay, so just out of game. I haven't like messed with petrified wood, so I don't know how like tough it is. I don't know if you can like slam it on the ground and if it'll break into pieces.
It's rock.
But this stuff, it seems like, you know, probably like one of the most dense types of stone. So you could compare it to that.
Do we want to take it with us and we can show it to the alchemist in Neverwinter when we get back?
Okay.
If you want, but
it is quite heavy.
I don't think.
Well, it doesn't matter. We put it in our backpack thing, their magic backpack.
Yeah, I think the backpack does have a weight limit though.
It has a volume limit, and what's in it always weighs the same.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Is it? That's Icy has that, right? Handy haversack. Let me check. No, it does have a weight limit. The large central pouch can hold up to 8 cubic feet or 80 pounds of material.
Okay.
Okay, well, we're nowhere near 80 pounds. But it always weighs,
the bag itself with its contents always weighs 5 pounds.
Okay, there you go.
So yeah, toss it in.
What
Yeah, I'm not gonna
There's
like figure out the weight, but I'm just saying you can't like pull out every tile in this floor and then put them all in there. That's what
No.
I'm
No,
saying.
no, just want to take one.
One's enough.
Yeah.
One's enough. We can get an assay.
Okay, cool. You can take it.
look in these other rooms.
Okay, so to go to the other rooms, you have to go through the door and down the spiral staircase to the next level down.
Well, no, there's rooms on the spiral staircase.
What?
No.
There's the first one. The first one I see peeked in, and I don't think she went into it, but she
That's
peeked into it.
That's
That's
down
down
the
at the
spiral
bottom.
staircase, and then there's
That's at the
that
bottom.
level.
Yes. Yep.
Well,
Okay, my
there's
notes
3
say it was
levels.
on the way down.
It's not. I guess that's what you mean by on the way down. There's
Yeah.
the lowest level, the second level, and you're on the 3rd level. So you can go down to the 2nd level, which has
Yeah.
That's what we're
4
gonna
rooms.
Okay, we're going to the second level and check out the 4 rooms.
Right. Okay, so you're gonna just look at all of the rooms.
And all right, now according to my notes, Icy has looked into 2 of them, but actually not gone into them. Correct?
That is correct.
Sounds
She
right.
looked under the door.
Second level, 4 rooms.
Okay. We'll go to the northeast one first.
Okay. That's the one you've looked at already? You peeked in?
Yeah,
Okay. So I drew it on the whiteboard here.
Okay.
You guys are entering from here.
Okay, so the the one
So you guys
the one
know.
on the Okay, now let me make sure I have it straight. The one on the northwest, I see peeked in, and it was full of some really weird stuff. And then the one on the opposite side, she peeked in, and it had a whole bunch of more modern stuff in it that looked like it had been somebody been using it.
Sort of. I'll re-describe it. So which room do you want to check out first? There's the more alien one over here, and the one with regular furniture on this side.
Your call, I see.
let's go the alien one, northeast.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Northwest, I mean.
you guys go in here, and
Yeah.
so you see the furniture here is all like conforming to these curvy walls. Everything's rounded. But even though they're curved and rounded, they're large enough that you can still like lay down straight and comfortably.
Okay, let's go check them out, check under them and around them, and check the walls for crevices or hidden hiding places.
Okay. Roll a perception check.
Perception.
I got 14 plus whatever.
Okay, so
I
for
got
14.
23.
Okay, so just looking at everything, you
16.
Okay, you all did pretty well. So you all can see like this furniture is like attached to the floor and wall of the room. You can't like move them around.
It's like growing out.
Yeah, I guess you could say that. You don't really see any seams similar to the tile outside, but Harvick was able to pry it loose. So you expect that you might be able to get something to budge if you used a crowbar or something. But it's very like everything is one shape. Basically, they're all fused.
Okay. What kind of material?
Just a lot of it is using the same as the floor. There's a lot of material using that. There's some other kinds of there's a soft material that you're not sure what it is.
Look like vegetation, or does it look like fabric?
It kind of feels like the top of a mushroom.
Okay.
Okay, so it's sort of like it's organic.
Yeah, it has an organic feeling to it.
Okay. Is there any smell in this room?
Yeah, it smells. Upstairs was very musty and stuff. Here it smells very fresh. Um, it kind of smells like you're outside almost.
I have a feeling that there's another exit, like maybe to some fresh air, like we're in maybe a hill or something. This temple is near a hill, and at some point there's some other way to get into the temple.
Could be magic. Let's go look.
Okay. Anything else? If you wanna look for secrets or something, we'll have you do a investigation check instead.
Yeah.
Okay,
Isn't that what we
Investigation.
just did?
You did.
No,
I
we
had
did
you do
for.
perception, just looking around at the materials and stuff first. But
Okay.
since you said that, I was letting you guys follow up with the investigation.
Okay.
Okay.
I rolled a 5.
Investigation.
13 plus 1, 14.
12.
Okay. So looking around, there's a kind of it seems like there's a very small, um, kind of like a vent in the ceiling, but it's sort of covered, so you can't see directly into the vent.
I
It's
pry
quite
the vent off.
Tunnel.
it's quite small. If you wanted to try, you could do that.
Okay, well, let me ask Pookie too. Does he smell like anyone has been using this room?
He says he can still smell the scent from you guys when you guys came down before, but the dog doesn't smell any other that anybody else has been in here.
Okay.
You want to pry the vent off? I could turn into like a spider or something and climb up.
Okay.
Your
see if
mouse
I
can
can-
go down it. We can put
Oh,
you.
yeah, let me see if I can pry the vent off.
Okay. So it's high up on the ceiling, so Harvick can't just reach it, and you guys have to figure out a way to get up to it.
Let's do a human pyramid.
All right, you guys
Or
want to
just go
lift
into
up?
the other. Well, the other room has furniture in it. Just go into the other room and grab something from that.
Okay, good idea.
Let's check out that other room, and then if we don't find anything super interesting in that room, then we'll go back to this one and use some of the furniture there.
Well,
Okay.
there may be a vent in the other room. We'll just use it.
Well, we'll see.
Yep. So you guys
I
go
tell you what.
across to the other room, and yeah, you find the furniture in here is all what you'd expect to find in a usual home. They're finely crafted elven designs on this wooden furniture in here. There's a desk with and a bookshelf. There's a few books, and there's a something looks maybe like a journal on the desk.
Check out the
Okay.
journal.
Yep.
Okay, it's written in Elvish.
I read Elvish.
Okay.
Read away there, Rokus.
So to say.
Got another substantial document here. It seems to be a journal, but it's titled at the beginning. It says Living with Eladrin. And it's written by Scribe Jeleneth Gemflower. So I guess I'll read through it again like last time.
That'd be great.
Okay. It says, the Fae Eladrin are not like us, the elves of Faerun. Their culture, their perception of reality, and even their physical forms change with their emotions. Eladrin have no interest in currency, material possessions, or the creation of technology. As a joke, they call the Sun Elves Gold Elves, the Moon Elves Silver Elves, and the Wood Elves Bronze Elves, because of our interest in precious metals. They do, however, greatly treasure beauty, which surprised me as it is a physical trait. I would say they care more about the creation and preservation of beauty rather than the possession of it. Books and writing are also considered pointless to them. They call me lazy and forgetful for not memorizing their stories and having to write things down. It seems they live for over 1,000 years, and when they die and reincarnate, they retain some of their memories from their ancestors. When building, they use magical materials brought from the Feywild to create forms that should not be structurally sound, but when completed, they stand as strong as any dwarven castle. Eladrin seem to have no concept of time. They say that within the Feywild it is constant twilight. Time flows differently there. When returning through a Fey crossing, they sometimes tell me of years of experiences that apparently happen within minutes. Other times, years go by without seeing one of them, but they return to continue a conversation as if only a few minutes have passed. Sometimes while walking along in the forest, they seem to disappear and reappear some distance away, as if teleporting. They tell me that they simply stepped into the Feywild for a moment to cross the distance. Most times, Eladrin closely resemble wood elves, sun elves, or moon elves, but are often slightly taller, having more vibrant colors of hair and skin, and more elegant movements. When their emotions strike them, however, their bodies change. In fact, not only do their bodies change, but even their clothes or possessions, and they exude magical energy. It seems that they are related to the 4 seasons of nature. When they feel joy, they take on the appearance of spring. Their eyes, hair, skin, clothes, and weapons may all take on the light greens of blossoming plants, and leafy forms may protrude from them. When angry, they take on the fiery form of summer, the blazing heat and burning aggression of the sun. If they're feeling generous and want to share, they become an autumn harvest in physical form. Sadness brings the cold, icy melancholy of winter. They may cry freezing tears, and those around them will even be sapped of their will to act. I have often considered attempting to travel to the Feywild myself, but I dare not face the dangers there. One of my companions was bold enough to enter the Fey crossing, and did not return. One of the Eladrin excitedly reported to me that my friend had transformed into a beautiful tree. They did not understand why that brought me sorrow, and said we should hold a celebration. And that's a summary of this very long journal.
Okay.
What are the other books?
It's other books of seems like, well, I don't know. Rokus, are you gonna check out other books? Because
Yeah.
Harvick can't read them; they're all Elvish.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll just go through the titles.
Yeah, so they seem to be all written by whoever this person was.
Okay.
And you just see different stories. They seem like fables and just different stories. Uh, some of them seem very outlandish. You're not sure if they could possibly be true or not. Um, a lot of them are about fairies and unicorns and things like that.
Okay. I would imagine that the town folk would prefer to have this stuff preserved here as like a library.
Oh yeah, so the three of them are with you. So three
Yeah.
of the town folk are with you. So they ask if you don't mind handing the book over after you're looking at it,
Sure.
and they are reading through it as you guys are investigating, and they are commenting on how strange the Eladrin sound,
Yeah.
and how interesting it is to find these journals of this stuff that nobody's ever heard of before.
Yeah.
So if those priests of Agma from the House of Knowledge had found this stuff, I'm sure they would have been very happy. But we didn't. We asked them not to come down here.
Right.
But now that we've gotten so much attention in the village, makes me think it's probably better to keep people away, to hide
Yeah.
information. I'm not sure if we want to share this stuff with them.
It might be best to that people don't know about it. Let's go look at the other rooms.
Do we
So
want to take any of these books with us, or do we want to lock them up, or keep the information safe?
the villagers say, for now, maybe let's leave them here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. How about the
You
south?
had been talking about looking at the vent earlier. You do notice there's another vent in this room.
And there's the fresh air smell in here as well, right?
Yeah, it smells the same.
And I'm asking Pookie, can he have any idea how long ago it's been before somebody was in here?
He said it doesn't smell like anybody's been in here. It must have been the last time. Must have been very long ago.
Okay.
Shall we go try the room in the southeast corner?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay. So this would be the east then. So you go into this room. It seems to be mostly empty, and it's a small room. Um,
Is there a vent in here as well?
Yeah, there is. Yeah, actually, there's not really any furniture or anything in this room.
And this also has a vent?
Yeah.
So we explore around and we don't find anything.
You can, if you want to look for something specific, like a hidden something or other, you can do an investigation check.
Yeah. Is there any hidden?
Yeah, go ahead and enroll
yeah.
investigation. You don't see anything just looking around. Just looks like a empty room.
I rolled a 15.
19 plus 1, 20.
Okay, it's as far as you can see, there's not any You don't see any like openings or buttons or anything in this room.
Rocks or no bricks or anything like that.
Yeah,
Okay.
the construction, like with the other rooms, is like very the floor and the like flows into the wall and flows into the ceiling. There's not really seams between them.
And it's pretty much empty.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's
And I
like
guess we'll go to the.
there's like a couple little bumps on the wall that you can kind of sit on that stick out, but
Okay.
there's no like separate furniture.
Yeah. How about the southwest room?
Okay. You go in there, and this one, the one in the top had places that you could lay down. This one seems like it could have been maybe a meeting room. There's a circular table that's like flows into the floor with stools that are also like built into the floor around it. And there's a couple like benches on the corners of the room.
Okay. But there's nothing in the room, no articles.
No.
In here as well, in the ceiling.
Yeah, there's another vent. It's above the table. It looks like this would be the easiest one to get to.
If I stand on the table, can I reach the vent?
Yeah, Rokus can't.
Okay.
You want to try to pull it off?
Sure.
Okay, so you're able to get your fingers in around the edges of it. So go ahead and do a strength check.
Nat 20.
Okay, you rip it off. And it's quite small underneath. There's a kind of like a filter there. And it's dusty. But you remove the filter and there's just a small ventway. Maybe it's like 6 inches around. So it's a pretty small air passage, but you can feel
Is there air motion?
yeah, there's a little very weak flow of air.
Which direction?
It's coming into the room.
Okay.
Can we look up can we see daylight or anything if we look up?
No, it's just it's a dark vent.
I see. Would you like to do your snake thing and go look around in it?
I'm not
Okay.
thrilled about that. There's no way we can go help her. If we did, I'd want to do something like attach this thing of string, so if she passed out or something, we could try to call her back or something. But I don't like going somewhere that the rest of us can't go in and help her.
Well, then let's go to the next level down.
Haven't got another room to look at first.
Okay, yeah, right.
In this floor, you've seen
Did all
them
4 rooms?
That's right.
You've seen all 4 in this floor.
Yes.
Okay.
So I think this is a way for fresh air to get down there. So, yeah. So we're going to go down to the bottom level now.
Okay.
Sure. You guys want to do that?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, cool.
And
I'm gonna
our
read.
companions here. Have you seen where these vents maybe are on the upper side, the outside of the temple?
They say no. They have no idea about this. I think it's quite
Okay.
strange.
Okay, my intuition is saying it would be in the fairyland.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going down to the third level.
So yeah, this lowest level I'm gonna call level 1. Um, so when you come down the stairs, there's sort of a, I guess you'd call it a landing with doors on either side.
Yeah, we found the kid in the landing. Is that right?
No, they were in the main room, but you guys didn't go in. Okay, so you guys come down to the landing, and I guess you're gonna open the door, right?
Yeah.
And you head into the room, and you see the whole room is the walls are entirely covered with murals, drawings painted onto the wall. There are
Interesting.
2 doors facing each other, and they're I'll show you a picture of what it looks like, that part of it at least.
It's the mural.
Yeah, that's just a little section of the wall, but the door you can see there is uh the one here on the west side,
Okay.
which is green for those who can see colors. This one's red. But yeah, you see these colorful murals on the wall, depicting elves and fairies. The floor has got these hexagon shapes of the same material from upstairs, and the door seems to be made of that same material as well. The door on the west side has some writing on it, and you see a sort of a gemstone and 4 circles around it. The other side has something similar with 3 circles.
Can we read any of the writing there?
Okay, going over, Rokus recognizes it
Yeah.
as Elvish again.
What's it say, Rokus?
I don't know.
Okay, so you want
Just
to read
hocus
it?
pocus, Rocus.
Yeah, I want to read it.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, at the top of the circle, it says empathy of the Eladrin. Then over the 4 circles, it says winter, spring, summer, autumn over each one. The top says winter, and then spring, summer on the bottom, and autumn on the left side.
Guess you want to go see if there's any writing on the other door?
Really good idea.
Okay, Rokus?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, the other doors is similar. At the top it says Defenders of Torralei. And then over each circle, one says gold, one says silver, and one says bronze.
What does it say again? Defenders of what?
The Defenders.
Torralei, that's the planet you live on.
Okay, so
Gold was sunlight, silver was moonlight, and I forgot what bronze was.
Nature stuff. Woods.
it's the 3 different kinds of elves. So the elves are the Defenders.
Maybe.
Okay.
I think we should go through the other door first, if we can. I'm not sure we want to actually go in. It might turn into a tree. Can we open the door and look in?
Okay, you can try. So you go over to the door. You can't really see that there's a clear doorknob, but the part that's sticking out the most is there's a like pink gemstone in the middle. So you kind of grab onto that and try to push it and pull it and twist it. Nothing is happening.
And ask it to open in Elven.
Okay. So yep, nothing happens.
Ah.
What season are we in now? Summer?
Yeah, it's summer.
Rokus,
Yeah.
maybe touch the summer circle, see if there's some correspondence with what is and what might be.
Okay. Good idea.
Okay. When you stick your finger in the circle, you find it's kind of a indented slot kind of. But it doesn't have a button or anything to press. But you kind of move your finger around the slot, and it seems to be a centimeter or two deep.
Rokus, can you put your finger in there and maybe rotate summer upwards?
I'll try.
Okay, as you
that circle
push
moves.
one side of the slot, it doesn't budge. It doesn't
Try
allow you to
rotating
rotate it.
Oh.
No, it seems stationary.
Do you want to try putting your hand in the other circles going around and see?
Yeah, I'm just going to experiment with various possibilities.
Okay, let's have you do an investigation check.
Uh, 5.
No, you're not able to make anything move on this door or this strange decorative circle thing that's covering the door. It seems very sturdy, and you don't see any like mechanism to it at all.
Yeah.
And yeah, other than that, you can't tell anything.
Is there any inscriptions on the walls, or is it just a mural?
Let's see. Do a perception check.
I rolled a 14,
So did I.
Okay.
but I don't know if I have anything to add to that.
I have
Oh.
plus
Plus
6.
1, 3. I think
I got 20 total.
So what? Harvick got a 3.
yeah.
All right.
Minus
Harvick doesn't particularly like this art style. He's not really. He doesn't like looking at it, so he's kind of
It's
daydreaming.
too sophisticated. Too sophisticated for a dwarf.
What was your total, Rokus?
Mine was 20, and Icy would be 21.
Can I do an investigation of the door to see if there's some other way to open it?
Sure. Let's get through this perception check first, though.
Okay.
So you guys looking around at the mural, you look for words. You don't see anything, written down really. But as you look around, you see. Let's see. I'll I'll write it down for you. So there's the big picture of the large fairy who you saw. She looks the same as the one on the door, so you can presume it's Titania. On this side of the... Is that right, actually? Oh no, sorry, that's wrong. I had to turn it upside down. Yeah, the mural of Titania is here. Next to that is a mural with a lot of small fairies. On this mural, you see, it looks like there are elves and Eladrin fighting monsters, demons, orcs, and things. And this one, it seems to be elves and Eladrin working together, doing things together. And as you're looking around, you get close to the wall, getting up close to it, and looking sideways, you actually notice something sticking out. So in a picture I posted on... Oops, I didn't post it there. The picture I put in the Discord. You see there's an Eladrin kneeling down, and he's got something over his hand.
Yeah.
So you actually notice that it's sticking out slightly.
Okay. What color's the Eladrin?
One's blue and one's gold.
Yeah, and there's actually another green and kind of brownish Eladrin that's not pictured there, who are kneeling down behind those two.
So what does the thing that's sticking out look like it is?
Okay, so Rokus, you want to investigate it?
Sure.
Okay, so you get over there, and it's a round thing, and in the inside of it you see... a shining sun.
Can Rokus remove it or turn it?
You can try.
Or push it.
You want to mess with it?
Yeah, I'll push on it.
Alright. You push on it, it doesn't seem to do anything. But as you fiddle with it, it actually pops out into your hand.
Oops.
I think we need to go put that in the seasons. It looks like a sun, so I think if we put it in summer slot, that might work for us.
Okay, now you say there's each one of them that has this thing has a slot for it?
There are slots under those words, and I typed the words out in the Discord. So on the door with 4 of them it says Empathy of the Eladrin and Winter, Spring, Summer, Fall.
Okay. And the one I took out was the gold one?
Yes, which is summer.
Okay.
Well, you saw it's a shining sun is what you see there.
Yeah. I'll go put it in the appropriate slot on the door.
Okay, so where do you want to put it?
In the gold slot.
Oh, on the Defenders of Torralei door?
Yeah.
Well, on the other one.
Yeah. Well, I wrote them both. So there's a door that says Empathy of Eladrin and one that says Defenders of Torralei. that's the one that says gold.
Let's go to the defenders because it has gold, and we have the sun, which is representing gold. Let's try that first. Okay, Rokus?
Okay.
Okay. So you stick it in and it fits in.
Can you turn it or push on it or?
I
He
think we need to get.
Yeah, he presses on it, messes with it, and nothing's budging.
Let's
Okay.
get the other ones and put them in the appropriate slots
Okay.
because there's 4 of them.
Okay, so what are you looking for
There's
exactly?
only 3 slots for at the defenders. There's only 3 slots.
Okay. True.
Are there more sticking out of the wall?
Okay, yeah. So as you look around, now that you're actually looking for them, it takes you a little while, but you find a bunch of them. There's
Yeah.
some of
Okay.
them are in harder to notice places, not just someone holding it in their hand. Some of them are like
Okay.
integrated into a plant or on a tree or in someone's clothes in the mural. Some of them are pretty hard to find. It
What
takes
are
you
they
a
made
while.
out of?
Some sort of stone.
Okay. So we start retrieving them and putting in corresponding
Well, I'll
slots in the
show
door.
you what you get. You end up finding
Okay.
12 different emblems.
Okay.
I'll paste them in. So you find one that looks like a king and a queen crying, one of children playing, one with elves fighting orcs, another one with a female giving a gourd to a male, a shining sun, a crescent moon, an oak tree, a red maple leaf, a snowflake, a blossoming flower, a sleeping bear, and a gold coin.
Okay. Let's take the ones that are seasonal and try those. We'll put the maple leaf in fall, the snowflake in winter, the blooming flower in spring. For summer, what would that be?
Shining sun.
Yeah.
Okay.
Summer, a shining sun.
Okay. Can we put those 4 in the door?
Okay. So you put in sun for summer. What was the winter?
Snowflake.
Snowflake. Okay, and then maple leaf.
For fall.
Okay.
And then the blooming flower for spring.
Okay. So you put them all in, and then you see a glowing coming from the pink gem.
That's the center.
Yeah.
Yep. So we'll try to open now.
Can push on it.
All right. Who wants to try to open it?
I will try.
Okay, hold on. All right. So as you turn the doorknob, you hear a sound that's like, and everybody do a dexterity saving throw.
Oh no.
I rolled a 12.
Okay.
I only rolled it. I rolled a freaking 3.
Okay.
16 minus 1, 15.
Okay. So you all take 5d10 force damage. As
5d10?
Yep. A huge blast of force energy shoots out of the center of this thing, and none of you are able to dodge it.
Did you 12, Ian?
What's that?
I do a D10 5 times. Is that right?
No. I do it. I roll the damage for you.
Okay.
You got lucky. It was only 22 damage.
Each of us?
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
takes 22 damage as you're blasted on your asses. And anybody unconscious?
Nope.
Oh,
How do I know I'm unconscious?
If you're at 0.
Oh no, I'm not.
Okay, so you all land on your asses and you feel this force energy just blast through you, and knocks the wind out of you, and you feel pretty bad. 22 damage is pretty high. It could have been a lot worse, but looking at the door, you see the the emblems that you had put in. They've all disappeared. But glancing around the room, you notice that they seem to have teleported back to their spots on the mural.
door still open?
Door has not opened.
Okay.
I think we should take a short rest and get our hit points back up a little bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm good with that.
Okay. You don't see anything that would stop you. Actually, the guys who are with you, they're all unconscious on the ground. They
I'm
also
not
took
surprised.
damage.
Pookie. That's the sort of
Pookie
thing
didn't
that
die.
bother
He's
him.
actually unconscious.
Okay.
You've never seen Pookie go unconscious before.
Yeah.
Do
13.
you have a cantrip, a healing word or something like that? Or is that a spell slot?
All the healing spells are all spells. You have to use spell
I can only
slots.
do one person at a time, right?
With those, yeah. There's special spells for group healing and stuff. But you can just do a short rest. That's what you're doing now, right?
Yep.
Are you gonna do anything with the unconscious villagers? Or Pookie?
Well,
Can,
let's take a short rest and see if they come to by themselves.
But we don't want them to do we don't want them to do death rolls.
Yeah, so do you want to
He said
check
they're
on them?
He said they're unconscious. That wouldn't be.
Well, in D&D combat, you go unconscious before you die, usually.
This is like D&D. This is like D&D death then, like when the girl got stabbed.
Yeah, she was unconscious first.
Okay.
So yeah, you're aware that there could possibly be some danger.
Okay.
Well, then I guess I'll have to do healing word in all three of them.
I see. I'll let you
Can I-
know, since you are proficient in medicine, so you know that you can stabilize them with a successful medicine check.
Okay, I rolled a 10. And what do I add to that?
Your medicine is +7.
So that's a total of
17. Pretty good. So yeah, you're able to you go over. I'll do that for everyone's roll. So you're able to stabilize them without healing them. So you're sure they're not gonna die.
That include Pookie?
Yeah. As she checks on Pookie, he wakes up.
Okay.
Um yeah, as she starts to check him out, she kind of feels like it's not like a normal dog. So she's not sure.
Okay.
At first, she's like, I don't know what I can do with this dog. Doesn't really have a heartbeat or anything. And then the Pookie just opens his eyes.
Okay, and I'll ask Pookie, does he have any idea what happened?
I don't know. I got knocked out.
Went to sleep.
Is this something that could happen in where you normally live? That's not the right word, but
I
normally
don't know.
exist.
I don't. Nothing really dangerous happens.
Nothing like this has ever happened to you before.
I don't remember anything like this.
Do we want to try the other door, or have we been? We're taking a short rest right
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So you just checked on everybody before the short rest. So nobody's gonna die.
Took me 3 rolls to get back up to full hit points. So I marked them off.
Forgotten how to get my hit points back.
You
It
click
says-
short rest, and then you do
says-
the rolls.
Well, you have to
Based-
type your hit points back in yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's one. Yeah, it's 1d10 plus 3
Oh,
for me, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Icy doesn't know her hit die. Yours are you have 5 1d8 plus 2 hit dice. I'll type it in the Discord for you.
Breaking up. Can you say that again?
I typed it in Discord.
Okay,
see
so
that?
1d8 plus 2.
Yeah, and you can do it up to 5 times.
Now, what does it mean total? When it says total 5, that means you can do it 5 times?
Yeah,
Okay.
and then so you could do 3 now and then 2 later.
Right.
But you get 5 back whenever you do a long rest.
Gotcha.
Okay, I've got 16 back.
Okay, so you're only down 4. Or is that right? 6 then.
8. 16. Yeah, I'm still down 8 points, so I'm at 30.
Oh, okay. I did it wrong. Okay, so you've healed up a bit.
Okay, I'm at 41.
So you still have your emblems that you collected, but the 4 that you put in have appeared back in the mural again.
Okay. This time, do we want to get Pookie to put the slots in and we'll stay out of the room? In the one that has 3?
We got to figure out which 3 to put in.
Well, we've already put in one. We put the
For the seasons.
gold. Now we have gold, silver, and brown. We put the gold one in, and we've got a gold coin.
Oh, now, if nothing happened, why do we want to do this?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do we want to take a chance again with the other door?
Pretty obvious why the village was of interest.
There's lots of power here.
Yeah. Somebody that knows what they're trying to do could probably go to the Fey world from here. Therapin might be interested in this, being an Eladrin.
So he's not, doesn't fit any of the if we look at the descriptions of Eladrins, he sure as hell doesn't sound like one.
He claims to be. You can find out if he's truthful or not.
None of the. Let's see. Have the other guys woken up yet?
You did a short rest, so that was an hour. So yeah, after an hour, they start waking up.
Okay. They have any idea what the hell happened?
One of them says, I guess you put the wrong, um, the wrong emblems in the door or something."
Sounds like it. Maybe we should do the opposites, where with snowflake would be for summer.
And we don't have those tokens anymore. They're gone, remember?
No, they went back to the wall.
Oh, they went back to the wall.
Could arrange them in opposites.
I think we shouldn't all be in the room so that if there is a blast, only one person gets damaged.
I think
That's
that's
right.
That's a good idea.
Spooky Jones.
Okay, we're all, yeah. We'll all get out of the room and ask Pookie to do that. Or we could try the other door.
What's the other door have? It's got 3.
Yeah, gold, silver, bronze. So I'm thinking the gold coin, the silver moon, and the tree for bronze.
Okay.
Do we want to try the other door, or do we want to do it in reverse order? Which one do we want to do, fellas?
One of the villagers says, "Are you sure it's the gold coin? The first time you said it should be the sun."
Yes, that's true.
Well, we have the sun in the door, don't we already?
No, you
you
took
said
it out
that.
and
Yeah,
put
that-
it in the other door for summer,
Okay.
and then it teleported
Okay,
back into the mural.
Okay, then let's do that.
So a gold coin, silver moon. Oh, that just says crescent. I could try it.
A shining sun, a crescent moon, and an oak tree in the one that has 3.
I guess.
Okay, so what's your, just curious as out of game, what's your reasoning for that again?
See what's behind the door.
No, like
No.
why did you choose those 3?
Because it says Defenders of Troll, gold, silver, bronze. So the gold coin is gold. The crescent moon would be silver, and then
Well, you guys keep
The,
changing.
tree
You
would
keep
be
changing. You keep changing between sun and coin.
We decided to go with sun.
Okay, but Harvey just said coin.
okay.
Okay.
I mean, shoot, you guys should choose. I don't know. I don't know what you're
Right.
doing.
Well, we're still okay. We're still arguing over which one should go where.
Yeah, so I'm asking you guys to tell me your reasoning why you're choosing one or the other.
I'm choosing sun because it's golden color. And we're going to be choosing a moon for silver, so the sun and the moon would go together. And then the other one was nature, and I'm thinking the tree, because of the Torralei tree. That's my reasoning for using those 3.
All right. And how about Harvey or Harbeck? Do you have a different idea?
She's as good as any.
Okay, you want to
Not
stick those in?
Oh no, we're gonna go into another room and then have Pookie do it. And after we hear boom, we'll go in and see what happened.
Okay, so just to remind you, last time you put them in, nothing happened until you tried to open the door.
Right.
So
So we can put it in and then leave the room.
yeah, if it works the same as the other door.
Leaving the room, and you can do whatever you want.
All right. Pookie says, "I don't think I can put those things in the slots anyway.
We
No.
can put them in the slots.
I can try to
if
open it for you."
Yeah.
Right. We could put them in the slots, and then if the thing glows, we'll get out of the room and let Pookie try to open it.
Okay, cool. So you chose sun, moon, tree, shining sun, crescent moon, oak tree.
Yeah.
Okay. So you stick them in, and the gem in the center glows again.
We all go out of the room.
Okay. And you hear
Put our fingers in our ears.
yeah, yeah, and the villagers come out with you. Pookie, he telepathically says to Harvick, "Here goes nothing," and he reaches up with his paw and leans on the gem, trying to turn it, and it turns, and the door opens.
Good boy, Pookie.
Thank you, Pookie.
Pookie telepathically says, "The door open."
I mean, Harbeck asked Pookie what he sees inside.
What do you see inside, Pookie?
So he can see another big room with some boxes or something around it. Pookie's not sure what it is. They said he doesn't smell any creatures and doesn't see any enemies.
Okay. We go in and inspect, I guess.
Sure.
Alright, so you guys head into this room past the Defenders of Torralei door. And you see what looks like sarcophagi around the room. And another door.
Is there any writing that Rokas can read?
So Icy's looking around for writing, and she points out that there's something written on the sarcophagi.
Okay. What's it say? What's it say?
It's just some elven names. I don't have the names prepared, but they're just names of people.
Okay.
There's another door.
This room, compared to the bright colors of the previous room, this one is a lot more somber. The floor is made of the same petrified wood stuff, but it's not colorful. It's more like grays and whites and blacks.
Okay. What's with the other doors?
The other door, it has a gemstone in the center, but there's no circles or writing on it.
Okay.
Do you want to step out and let Pookie try the door?
I'm not sure what he's trying at this point.
Just to open it. I think once we've gotten past it, if there isn't any lock on it, it's probably okay to inspect. I'll go up and mess with the door.
Well, I'm going to step out of the room.
Okay. Rokus goes to check out the door, and Icy retreats back to the mural room. How about Harvick and PJ? Pookie Jones.
We'll go halfway.
Just stay by the door you came through?
Yeah.
All right.
The villagers are coming out with me.
Yeah, the villagers are also wary. So Rokus, you put your hand on the knob and it glows.
I try to open it.
All right, you're able to open the door.
Cool. It's okay, sissies. I opened the door.
Do you want Pookie to go look inside?
Stick your head in, Pookie. Tell us what you see.
Ruckus is there. He can see.
Okay.
It's a very small room. So there's like a pedestal in the center of this small room. And Ruckus, you see something very weird. You see a giant purple severed hand floating in the air over this pedestal.
Yucky. Well, I am not going to go shake hands with it.
Determine whether it's good or evil. Who has that power? Is that me or is that Harvick?
I've got to detect. Yeah, I can.
You can detect, one can detect magic, the other can detect.
Oh no, I can detect whether it's good,
evil.
bad. You know, good or evil.
Yeah, Harvick, just to remind you, actually, you have two different things you can do that. You have one spell that does, you have a spell that does, you don't have it memorized right now. But,
Right, but I do have.
you know a spell which does detect good and evil, but you also have your
Right.
features and trait thing, divine
Right.
sense. But they actually do slightly different things. The spell version has a little bit more. You can detect a few different more creatures. But yeah, divine sense does good and evil, and to see if something is under the hallow spell, and also identifies celestials, fiends, and undead.
Okay, so I can cast that on the hand.
Yeah, you can do that. It's not really a spell, so.
Right.
It's just the
So
ability
you want
you
to
have.
go in and check it out?
I've got 4 slots for divine sense.
Yeah, that's right. Per long rest.
Okay, I'll try that.
Okay. Do a perception check also. And I guess Rokus too, because you're looking at it.
Oh, perception, huh?
Yeah.
1 minus 1, 0.
I went just the other way. I've got 26 after rolling a net 20.
Okay. So just looking at it, Harvick, you don't know. You just think it looks like a big hand. Rokus, you notice something very weird, which is you can actually see blood, like pulsing through the veins of this hand. Like you notice like that it's got a heartbeat going through it. The blood is just going as if it's attached to someone's body.
I'll tell the others. Says this hand's pretty weird, dudes. It's like alive.
Do you want to approach it and look more closely, or do you want to stay at the doorway?
Let me see what divine sense says first.
Okay. Harvick, you do your divine sense and roll a constitution check. Save. Constitution save. You have a +3 for that.
Yeah, 9 plus 3, 12.
Okay. The amount of evil coming from this hand is so strong that it almost blinds you. You kind of stagger backwards, and you almost vomit, but you don't. You managed to keep it together. But this thing is thoroughly exuding evil, and this hand belongs to a fiend, which means it's either a demon or a devil.
Can I do a religion check then to see if I know anything about it?
Sure.
+19 plus 4, 23.
That is very high. It occurs to you that you're thinking about the size of the hand and the color, and it makes you think of one of the demon lords that you have read about.
I think this was a trophy of battle. We ought to leave it there.
Since you rolled quite high on that, yeah, the specific demon lord that pops into your mind is called Grast. I think he was mentioned in um the Origin of the Elves book that you read the day before.
Okay.
That Rokus read to you. So that's part of why it pops into your mind.
Okay.
But you don't know
I'd
much.
say
You
let's
don't really
close
know much about this guy, but you remember the description of him being very large and kind of a purpley dark color, very tall, with very human-like appearance.
Hey, can we close the good door at this point?
Yeah, you can close it if you want.
I'd say let's close it.
Yeah.
Or we could take them out.
No.
Oh, no. Yeah.
Rokus and Harbeck are like, close the door, backing away.
No,
But we have to clear it out, or this temple will be invaded again.
Well,
You
no.
know,
Well, let's wait till we know more about what we're fighting.
well, hold on.
Pretty well.
Let's play out the scene kind of. So, Rokus, you saw Harbeck like have this really strong reaction,
Yeah.
and you were freaked out by the blood pumping through it.
Yeah.
I see you still. They haven't reported to you what's going on yet. So, are you guys gonna head out and talk to her?
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys head back to the mural room where Icy is and bring Pookie with you. And the villagers are there. And everyone's asking what's going on in that room. So now you can go ahead and talk about what you think.
I think that's pretty strong stuff. And excuse me. It's evil. I don't see any point. I think it's contained there, and there's a purpose for it. It has something to do with the defenders.
Right.
Now we have sarcophagus.
Yeah. You check those out.
Is there anything?
You haven't looked at them really, other than reading that there's some names on the sarcophagi.
Right. You see if there's anybody in there. They may be the guardians.
Yeah, I'm not sure we want to provoke them. We're not here to fight anybody.
Right, but I think they may be the guardians of the hand or whatever. Also, we got the sun, moon, and tree right for that other one. So for the ones that have the apparently the sun doesn't work for summer. We have the blossom, the snow leaf, snowflake, and the maple leaf. We could try another. Can you think of another one of those things that might represent summer? Try to get that other door open.
Or summer could be the blooming flower, and we could have spring wrong.
I would say blooming flower is spring.
Okay.
How about
And you have a
sleeping bear for winter instead of a snowflake?
Well, the snowflake makes sense for winter too.
Yeah.
Children playing would play in summer.
Okay.
I think children can play anytime. I mean, I'm
or the person giving the female giving a gourd to a male, like
that'd be fall.
Things grow in summer.
Well, thing is right, the blossom, the snow leaf, and the maple leaf are all like nature
Elementals, yeah.
Ornamental. So, and I'm figuring the sun's the one that's wrong. If we're going on that kind of a
Children playing. Female giving a gourd to a male.
That to me seems like fall.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I'm just not seeing anything else that I really.
Well, we could do it if it was the bear sleeping for winter.
Yeah,
Children playing for summer. A
Yeah.
female giving a gourd to the male for fall.
What's spring?
Then winter could be the king and queen crying. Ice tears.
Well, we've already got the sleeping bear too.
Oh yeah, sleeping
oh
bear.
well, she's got a point though. She has a good point though. For all right, said that in the winter, sad.
Okay.
All right, and I need to go back and look now to see what the other. Okay, saying they feel joy. They take on the appearance of spring. So joy
Would be the
be
children play.
the children playing would be joy. Then the angry, the fiery form of summer, fire.
Closest thing we have to fire is the shining sun.
Yeah, I can use that twice though. That's shoot. Try the sun twice, I guess. And then the blazing heats and burning of grass have to be the sun, I guess. And then they share. That would be the woman giving the
Gourd.
gourd. So we could try that, I guess.
Okay, we'll get Rokas to put them in. We'll get out of the room and get Pookie to move the door handle.
Sure.
Okay, so you're tell me the four you're chosen at the end here.
The king and queen crying would be winter.
Okay.
Children playing would be summer.
Spring, I can't remember which.
Spring, I think.
Spring.
Yeah, joy, spring. Right. Female giving a gourd to the male would be the autumn. Then summer would be a shining sun.
Okay. So you slot them in, and
Everybody,
gemstone glows.
Okay, we're getting out of the room.
All right, everybody gets out back to the landing where the stairs are. And
Fingers
Pookie's
in
gonna
our
try
ear.
to open it.
For Pookie.
You guys hear a familiar sound.
A good one.
and find Pookie unconscious.
Yeah, Pookie's unconscious again.
Okay, read the summer again. Maybe we'll come up with something.
Yeah, and the things have teleported back into the wall again.
All those were people.
Except for the sun.
Yeah, no,
Be
I
the
think
out-
that was when that was our mistake. I'm pretty sure, but I'm just trying to think.
Be the elves fighting the orcs?
Summer.
Oh, that could be summer for sure.
Yeah. Okay, let's try that.
Okay, Rokas, you go put them back in. Pookie, is Pookie damaged?
He's unconscious.
Okay, do I have another healing spell?
Last time
whatever
you
I
just
needed to do?
checked on him.
Just would. Yeah.
Okay, I'll check on him.
All right, when you go touch him, basically, he wakes up again.
Okay.
Thanks, Pookie. Sorry about that. We think you got it now.
Yeah.
So you're doing king and queen crying, children playing, elves fighting orcs, and female giving gourd to a male?
Yeah.
Okay. So you slot them in, and the thing glows again.
We run off.
Yeah. And you
Fingers
go
back
into
in
the
there.
next room. And Fuki says, "Here goes nothing again." And he reaches up his paw and rotates the handle, and the door opens.
Hey, good boy, Pookie.
Thank you,
Oh,
Pookie.
yay.
Harvick, what does Pookie see?
You see,
Uh,
Pookie?
He says, "There's a forest in there."
Hmm. I think if you go in there, you might turn it into a tree or something.
Yeah. You send Pookie in?
I was about to say, Fuki has a bad feeling.
Harvick, go and detect good or evil.
Oh, it could be good. Still might not want to be
Well,
turned into a tree. The elves were celebrating it.
Yeah.
we can still go and check if it's good or evil, and
I
then make a
can
decision.
stand in the doorway and see whether it's good or evil
Okay.
or zero. I can do that, I guess.
So you want to use Divine Sense?
Yeah.
Okay, so looking through the doorway, you see it does look like a forest, but you can still see like a ceiling and walls around. So it's actually, it might be like an indoor garden,
Right.
but it's like really, um, it doesn't look like an abandoned, garden that's been sitting here. It looks like very it doesn't like look well kept or anything. It doesn't look like someone's been pruning the trees, but the trees are all very healthy, and the grass and um flowers and everything is growing very healthily, like it's just like it's outside.
It's
um
lush.
Looking at the ceiling, it is emitting light a bit more than the other rooms. But yeah, it's a lush garden basically. Um, you there's it looks like there's probably it's not probably it's about the same size as the other room, but because there's so many trees and things, it's hard to see the back wall. But you think you can see there's some. You can see another wall around the backside. But there's a lot of trees and grass and bushes in the way.
Okay, and Divine Sense says
And
the room is...
yeah, there's also like a path of stones laid out. A divine sense is not giving you anything.
Okay. It's neutral then.
Yeah, I don't see good or evil or anything.
Okay.
Okay, can you smell anything?
Pookie's
Pookie's sniffing around. Do a perception with advantage.
Okay, and his perception is +3 for smelling, I think, or whatever. Yeah, +3 with advantage. Okay, first one is 2 + 3, 5. Second one is 4 + 3, 7. He hasn't recovered from his
Yeah.
getting knocked down yet.
Yeah, he just says, I don't know. It smells like a forest. I don't really smell anything worth mentioning.
Should we go in?
Yeah, I want to do a perception check.
Okay, so you're gonna walk over and check out the door.
That's a good idea. I will too.
Just looking through with the trying to see what you can see? Go ahead and do a
Yeah.
perception check. Icy, are you joining them looking through the door? Or staying
Rolled a
out?
9. I don't know what my. I'll go. I rolled a 9.
Oh, okay.
Do I add
14 minus
anything to
1,
that?
13.
Icy's perception is +4.
Total of 13.
13
That's
for
what I've
Icy.
got.
Harvick,
And mine,
14.
I rolled a 14 plus 6 for 20 perception.
Okay. You think that you hear some running water. Like a stream or something. As you peer in for a little while, you're not sure, but you feel like you're a little bit like going crazy, but you feel like you hear a giggle.
So there's open the door.
Well, it's already open. You're looking through it.
Oh, I'm just looking in.
Yeah. You're standing outside you're still in the mural room, but you've got the door wide open and you're looking in to see that and hear
So
those
how about
things.
if we put Pookie going first, then Harbeck, then Rokas, then me, and do we want the villagers to come with us or to wait outside for us?
Let them decide.
Yeah.
The villagers are like, how about we'll just stay here?
That's fine.
I'm a little bit. What that guy said about the Eldrin and everything.
About the what?
Eldrin, I think we're going into their territory type thing here. He was talking about in that journal.
Parties?
Hmm.
Right, sounds like Harvick is wary.
Yeah.
Rokus, what are you thinking?
Well, if there's giggling going on, how bad could it be?
So do you tell them that you think you heard a giggle?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys, Rokus says, like, like, I might be crazy, but I think I heard a giggle.
Oh, can we yell in then? Is anybody there? See if we get a response.
Hello? Anybody there?
You don't get an answer. Oh, the when you shout into the room, um yeah, I guess it wouldn't sound that different, but yeah, the sound is like absorbed by a lot of plants and stuff, but it does sound has a little bit of an echo, so it does like sound like you're shouting into a room.
I'm a little bit worried though after what that journal says about getting, that we could be stepping into that.
A world and be gone for years.
Yeah. I'm not sure how we want to handle that.
Want to Pookie go in and see what happens?
Wait a minute. I'm going to read through that thing again.
As you guys are standing there, the door on the other side of the room behind you, the defenders of Torralei, you hear it close. It seems like it has slowly closed.
Okay.
And then you see that the emblems have teleported back to the wall.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, now at some point in time, I'm not sure we want to do it yet, but I think if we open those sarcophagi, probably be someone there guarding that thing to keep the hand from coming out again. That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah.
I don't know if we want to play with this room first or that room first.
This room is a lot less threatening to me.
That's sort of what I'm thinking.
Fairy Fae like a good omen, or
Did you say are fairies a good omen?
yes?
Um, do a history check.
Okay.
You got 8 plus whatever.
19 plus 4, 23.
Cool. I got 9.
All right. Apparently, Harvek has read some fairy tales. Um. Yeah. So you guys, what was Rokus's?
9.
9. So Rokus, you don't really know much about. Can't think of much about fairies, but Harvek, you remember hearing stories of fairies when you were a kid, and just fairy tales, but in the stories the fairies were kind of mischievous and playful, but yeah, in a way they can be dangerous because they would do things like turn people into frogs and things like that.
They may be giggling about something we wouldn't like.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, they're not they're actually considered good creatures.
What about
But
Icy?
Nature oriented.
You're the nature lady on there. You have some way of trying to communicate with them or something?
I rolled a 19. And what do I add? Nature to that? That would be 7. That would be 26.
okay. Trying to think. So as a druid, you're good at like moving through nature without disturbing it, and you feel like you're confident that you could like go through this like forest without disturbing anything. You don't really know anything about interacting with fairies, but you feel like you know you're basically as you look through this room, you feel very soothed by the nature, and um, you feel like if you were to move into this room, that it would be a peaceful experience.
Kind of. That's the way I'm kind of feeling. I'm thinking like one door has evil and one door is chaos and one door is tranquility. That's sort of my sense. Is that anywhere close to what it is?
I think that makes sense for your character. I can't tell you what's right or wrong about that, but I think that's what Icy would feel.
I don't know if yeah. So I'll just explore. And do I see like a waterfall or a stream or?
Okay, you want to be the first one to enter the room? 'Cause no one has entered yet. From that nature
And
check,
now,
I'll just say that it just seems like natural nature. It doesn't seem weird to you.
See
So-
where
Okay,
the
now-
giggling is coming from? Or the person that is giggling?
Now the journal says that they that they care about beauty, but more of the preservation of beauty more than anything else. So if you want to, I if you feel safe going in, I'd say yeah, but be careful that you don't disturb anything.
She feels as she did that nature check, she felt very like comfortable with look when she looks through this room. You might even say you have a urge to go in, yeah, because you feel like this is such a beautiful, pristine sight of nature that you feel so comfortable with it.
And there was no evil in it, so yeah, I would say
I see you mentioned looking for the giggling or whatever.
Yeah, where the giggling was
your
coming from.
perception check from the doorway wasn't great, but if you'd like to enter the room and try again, I'll let you look around. But yeah.
recall, Icy.
One, do you want to come and talk with us? We're friendly. We wouldn't hurt you. You have a wonderful little giggle.
Oh, you hear a giggle again.
Oh, show yourself.
You don't hear anything.
Do you want to talk? Do you have any questions for me?
You don't hear
Are you-
anything.
You
Are
like to
you
play
here
with the
by
puppy
yourself?
dog?
Can I go in a little bit further and see where the water's coming from?
Yeah, you haven't actually gone in yet.
Oh, okay.
You want to go in?
Well, sure.
Okay. So I see, as you guys are not sure if you should go in or not, I see goes ahead and takes a step into the room. And you don't see anything happen to her. She's just walks into the room.
And she walked back again. She come back to us.
You can ask, are you asking her to try?
Yes.
Okay, Harvick's asking you to come back, see if anything happens. You
I'll
want to
come
do that?
back.
Okay. She goes
Sure.
back and everything seems normal.
It's a beautiful, tranquil place. There is somebody in there giggling. I don't know if it's just one person or a couple of people, but they didn't want to show themselves to me, so they may be shy or wary. So I don't know, do you just want to go in there or do we want to get ready and go to the other side and fight that evil
No,
being?
Oh,
leave that other
not
guy
ready.
alone.
We're not ready for that room yet.
Okay. So what would you like to do, fellas? Do you want
Yes,
Pookie to go in with me and he can telepathically let Harvick know what we were seeing?
Yeah.
We can do pass without a
Um,
trace.
No. Well,
I think we've pretty well advertised our entry. So
yeah. I don't see any reason to waste a spell on that. Yeah. Let's go in and see what happens.
Do you want pass without a trace?
no.
No.
Okay. In we go. Who's in the lead? Pookie, then
Okay,
Harvick.
then you. Okay, then
Pookie and
you.
me? Okay.
And we be very careful not to disturb anything.
Okay, so
then
you
we-
do see a path of stones So it probably occurred to you that the safest way to not disturb anything would be to walk on those.
Yeah.
Since you're being
Okay, then
careful.
that's what we'll do.
Alright, so you file in single file basically. With Harbeck in the back. Is that right? Pookie, Icy, Rokus, Harbeck.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So you walk on this little winding path. It goes around some trees and bushes. And you come to the back of the room. And there's an open doorway there. Actually, no, sorry. It's not open. That was wrong. It is similar to the door, the second door on the other side. It was just a plain door with a glowing, or sorry, not glowing, but a gemstone in the center.
Okay. I'll go over and open the door.
Okay, Rokus goes over and turns the handle and is able to open it. And as you open it, you hear the sound of water. Stronger is coming from this room. And you see another small room, about the same size as the room with the hand in it. And on the back wall, there's a bunch of roots coming out of the wall. And they're going down into a babbling brook that's crossing the center of the room.
That may be the nutrients for the special tree.
Yep.
Yeah, anything you
That would
want
be
to check
my-
out?
Maybe we'll scoop up a little bit of the water into a container.
Okay, you could try that.
Okay, we'll scoop up some of the water and put it in a jar.
You don't think you have a jar?
Got a water skin.
I thought I had some kind of things in my equipment.
A
Not
flask.
a jar,
I
a
can
flask or
check
something.
for you.
I've got flasks of oil. I could dump one flask of oil out and use that.
I thought I had an empty.
You do have something here that says 3 small bottles. And it doesn't
I'll
say.
use one of my small bottles.
I will, yeah. It doesn't say they have anything in them, so guess I'll allow that. Alright, roll a dexterity check.
Everybody or just her?
Her.
I rolled an 11. Do I add anything to that?
No. So you put your hand down into the water and you're able to scoop up a bottle of it. It's extremely clear. Looks like filtered water, like super clean.
Yeah.
Do you guys want to, if you want to look around the room in any particular way, you can tell me what you want to do.
Nature check on the water, like if I notice anything special about it.
Nature check? Okay,
Yeah.
Go ahead. You got +3 for nature.
I thought I had a +7 for nature.
+7 for medicine.
Okay, well, okay, so I've rolled a 17 + 3 is 20.
Right. You notice it's super clear, clean, it's flowing. As you look where it's coming and going, you're kind of like surprised to see that it just like goes into the wall. But there's no hole for the water to go into. It just disappears. The water just disappears at the wall.
But the water itself doesn't have any properties. It's the way
Look,
it
looking at the
moves
water
is sort
in
of
the
special.
looking at it in the bottle, you don't see anything special or strange about it. It just looks really clean, like super clean water.
We're
Looking
coming
at
to
the
the end of our
time,
game.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes on my clock.
this might be a place for us to stop, sort of.
Yeah, that's true. But any other investigations here before we stop? You can do.
I'm wondering if there's a way to communicate with the tree, but I'm not sure how to. What kind? Would that be a nature check?
Hmm.
I'm thinking that tree might be where the guy said his friend got turned into a tree. I'm wondering if that may not be the tree. I'm not sure how I would go about trying to communicate with it that along those lines. That's what I'm thinking.
You touch the tree and see if you get any reaction.
No, I don't want to piss him off.
I didn't say chop it down. Like lay your hand on it.
Oh, how about if we get Pookie to put its paw on it gently?
Tell him not to pee on it.
That's got nutrients in it. You probably like it. Yeah, and extra nitrogen.
So
Shall
I
we
think
have?
Icy's a tree hugger. She ought to.
so just as a druid, I see you're aware that there is a 3rd level spell called Speak with Plants,
There you go.
but you don't have it prepared. I don't remember. I think you can swap
Is she
spells,
3rd
right?
level?
On long rest. She does have 3rd level spells. Yeah. So I believe she has the ability to swap that in on a long rest.
After a long rest. Cool.
So okay, anything else? Rokus was talking about touching the tree.
Yeah, I put my hand on the tree.
Okay, so
See if I get.
as you walk forward, you see to get to the roots on the other side, you'd have to like wade into the water.
I don't think I want to do that.
Let's inspect the room more.
Okay.
Okay.
We'll do one last so what do you want to do for this check? Or where exactly are you inspecting?
All right, I would like
Perception.
to try to figure out where that giggle's coming from.
Okay. Any other people want to look at anything else? No?
No. Well,
Okay.
I rolled a 1 for investigation, so yeah.
All right, I think for the giggle, you'd roll perception again.
Okay, I rolled a 15 and then I've got 6, so that's 21.
I rolled a big 1.
10.
10?
7 minus 1.
Do you want Pookie to go too?
Sure. He's what, +3, I think?
Yeah, if he's doing smells.
Perception.
If he's doing
Yeah,
smells or hearing, I think both hearing too, right? He gets.
Yes, yeah, and the giggle's hearing, so he should be able to get a +3 on that.
That would
And
be advantage.
Advantage +3, right?
Yeah, that's right.
And the first one, 15 plus 3, 18. 12 plus 3, 15. 18 was his tops.
Okay. Hold on. Okay. No, he doesn't. He doesn't hear or smell anything.
I rolled 21. Do I know anything? Can I tell where it's coming from?
21. You said?
Well, I rolled a 15. I have +6
Okay.
for perception.
Actually, you did. You hear very light breathing from somewhere in the center of the room.
Cool.
The room with the room that you passed through.
Oh,
Okay, so let's go to the center of the room then.
Okay. Well, at this point, we'll have to call it quits for today.
We're on our way to the center of the room.
Yeah. So you're standing
okay.
on the stone path around the middle of this room.
Okay, sounds good.
Very
Cool.
good. Thank you, Ian.
So today you guys experienced your first D&D puzzle. I was surprised that the adventure book didn't have any puzzles. But I created a puzzle for you guys. And it was
Thank you.
extremely entertaining to listen to you trying to figure it out. And it went about perfectly as what I was hoping would happen. So that was great. I feel pretty satisfied with that.
Yeah, you like blasting us, did you? Ian.
All right. Well, I guess we'll call it quits for today.
Okay,
Okay.
bye-bye.
All right.
Thanks.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.